Hey everyone, how's it going? So if you have been following this channel, you know that we install a RimSaver or RimSavers to our Tesla Model Y Performance. So RimSavers is from RimBlade and they provide protection to your rims. If you're not aware, Tesla Model Y, Model 3, S and X, those rims are prone for curb rashes, especially the wider wheels on the Performance and Plaid models. So here we install RimSavers just to preserve or protect any potential curb rashes. So if you're driving and you mistakenly hit a curve at low speed, this will provide that protection. So here, I'm gonna admit this is my wife driving and she is going to park right now. And this is when it happens. You can actually hear her apologizing to no one in the vehicle. And if you slow the video down, you can actually see the impact. The camera slightly move.
Oh, did I hit this? Sorry.
And it does happen to the best of us. She is driving during a stressful situation. There's a lot of traffic and she was also in a rush to park the vehicle. And at first, when she described to me over the phone, she indicated that she did curve the wheels and she saw damage on the wheels. And I asked her if the rim savers actually saved the wheel. She first indicated no. And she thought that was part of the rim, but in actuality, it was actually the rim saver that got damaged. And when I first took a look at it, first glance, it looks like it did penetrate through the rim saver, but not all the way through. There's the first impact, that's probably the first contact, and then when she turned the wheel to avoid scraping it further, there's another impact. So overall, the rim saver did provide that extra cushion that you wouldn't have, and your rim definitely would have curb rashes to it, and you definitely will damage your wheels. And to repair one wheel, it costs usually around $100 to $120 if they have to rebalance the wheel, assuming you're going to do it the right way, which is repowder coating it. So they're going to strip down the coat on here and repowder coat it. Other option is you can pay $50 to get some touch-up paint and some sandpaper or sand it down, but that actually won't last long. We actually did that to the Model 3. There were some curb rash on this without the rim saver, and I actually sanded it down, wet sand it, and recoat it with a wheel paint, and it only lasts maybe 6,000 miles, few washes, and the paint came off. So this will prevent all the trouble of having to sand your wheels down, recoat it with paint, or even repowder coat it. It's just a simple installation per wheel. And I think overall, it just gives you that assurance if you're one of those person that are OCD about keeping your wheels curb free. And also when you're selling your vehicle later, it's one of the items that buyer usually look at very carefully if your wheels are in good condition or not. If you curve your wheels, they're gonna deduct some amount of money, and usually it's more than $100 per wheel because they're gonna have to clean that up. It's hard to sell a vehicle, a used vehicle, if there's certain damage that can't be fixed unless you actually recoat it again, and that is usually time consuming and costly. Versus if you have scratch, swirl marks on paint, those can be buff off easily. Versus curving your wheels, again, here's a close-up look. It ate into the rim saver, but no damages. We're gonna take this off once we have the replacement come in and put a new one on. We might actually switch it up and do a different color to match the caliper. So right now we're just gonna keep it on in case if we do curve the wheels again, there's still this protection on there. And now I actually feel very comfortable having this on and parking closer to the curve if I need to when parallel parking. With the Tesla, you don't have that close-up 360 camera, close up to the rear wheels or the front wheels like in other vehicles. So it's really hard to see. You do have your fender cameras and your linear front cameras, but those cameras won't be able to tell you how close you are to the curve for the front wheels. For the rear wheels, you'd be able to look at the rear mirror and have it tilt down, but for the front wheels, it's going to be a guessing game, and you just have to know how far you are based on your approximation of how big your vehicle is in that curve. So my concern is going through drive-through, letting the wife drive, or parking on a street. It's just a matter of time before you're gonna rub onto the curve. No matter how good of a driver you are, there's going to be an accident where you're going to get too close and over predict your steering for whatever reason, because not all curve parking is the same. You might be at a curvy road where you need to park. That situation might be slightly different. So you just want to be prepared, and having these RimSavers just give you that assurance. I'll post a link where you can find these, and also there's a promo code. If you use that, you can get 15% off of your purchase. So definitely consider this if you have performance wheels or upgraded wheels for your Tesla. Here, there's multiple impact here. So even without these RimSaver, you're gonna probably have a full scrape right here, a good 6-inch of scrape. So the first impact is right there, and when she was turning the wheel, it caused that second indent into that RimSaver, giving you that extra barrier. Overall, very satisfied. Glad the wheels is still in good condition. So looking forward to taking off this RimSaver and inspecting the wheel a lot more thorough, just to ensure there's actually completely nothing on there, and from the look of it, there's no damages. The rear ones is even more protruding out. It's 275 in the rear here. Again, the wheels are protruding out, and the tires actually stretch out to reach the wheels on this 21-inch Model Y Performance. And even the 20-inch induction wheels are very similar. I know a lot of people have curved those wheels, and they're pretty good drivers. It's just a matter of time, because there's really no protection on these performance wheels. Unlike the 18-inch on the Model 3, you do have that extra tire that bulges out, but then we still had these wheel curve without the RimSaver. So again, low speed, it will prevent you from curving your wheels. However, it's not bulletproof either. So highly recommend RimSaver, even if you have the 18-inch on the Model 3 or the 19-inch on the Model Y. Same with the Model S and the Model X. Okay, thanks for watching. Hopefully you find this video helpful. And if you were doubting this at first, we didn't plan on curving our wheels, but here we are. And a follow-up video for you all, just to show that it actually does work. As long as you have some sort of barrier, it's better than nothing. Catch you all next time.